Hello, beautiful friends and book lovers. I hope that you're all doing well. I am here to film my December TBR. That means my books that I would like to be read in the month of December. Some of you call them hopefuls, which I think is really cute. But yeah, I'm shooting for 5 books this month. So I actually just finished my November wrap up. I'll link that up here for you. I had a 5-star thriller in that video, along with 2 4-star thrillers. So check that out if you're looking for a good thriller. I am going to be referencing my notes a lot. If you're new here, my name is Heather, and typically here at Heather's Book Review, I like to read and review thrillers and mysteries, but I will switch it up every now and then. You can also connect with me on Goodreads and Instagram. It's just the same handle at Heather's Book Review. But let's go ahead and get started. So if you are not new around here, then if you remember my 10 plus thriller TBR for October, I'll link that up here. One of the thrillers I mentioned in that video is called Whisper Island. I actually just started this last night. It's December 1st while I'm filming this. And this book is basically about some friends that go to like this island, and I think the premise is like only one survives or something. I don't know. It was giving me and then there were none vibes, so I'm actually super excited about that. I requested that via NetGalley and was granted the ARC. So, I'm sorry, I was granted it. It's not an ARC though. I think this book has been out for a little bit. Look at me being nosy at my neighbors. It's been out for a little bit, but the reason that HarperCollins was promoting it is because they just came out with the paperback. So all of these books that I will mention in this video today will be linked in the description box for you if you wanted to check like the Kindle prices. I know are pretty cheap for the NetGalley books that I typically mention. And then I think these paperbacks are like $12. So pretty good deal if you wanted to read any of these books along with me. I typically always like post what I'm reading on Instagram. And then I always chat with people in Instagram DMs, literally just all about books. I love Instagram for that. It's like so much fun. And I love when you can find people that are also reading the same book as you. And then you're like, hey, what page are you on? Like, oh my God, I can't believe this just happened. So if any of these sound really good to you, you should read with me and just check my Instagram to see like when I'm reading what first. Oh my gosh, that's a tongue twister. I actually typed out I actually copy and pasted the synopsis to Whisper Island. I'm gonna read it really quick for you guys. It was the perfect escape until one by one they vanished. For friends Riley, Sam, Mia, and Scarlett, their trip to Whisper Island, Alaska, was meant to be a once-in-a-lifetime adventure. Just 4 young women with everything to live for. But as soon as they arrive, things start to go wrong. First, there is the unexpected arrival of Sammy's drug addict brother and his girlfriend Opal. Why are they here? And then the deaths begin. So that's a total of 6 of them, right? As the dream trip quickly turns into a nightmare, suspicion is high. Are they really alone on the island, or is there a killer hiding in the shadows? And as each of these girls reveals a dark secret of their own, perhaps the truth is the killer is closer than they think, just a whisper away. Ay, the fun. No, that actually sounds great. It does sound like And Then There Were None. It sounds like it's gonna end up being a whodunit genre. I typically like decide what I really think once I'm done with the books. Okay, do I do Christmas ones first? Sure, why not? Let's do the Christmassy ones. I was actually gifted this book. It's called Nick and Noelle's Christmas Playlist by Cody Hall from a friend on Instagram. I won a giveaway, and this was on my Amazon wish list, so she bought this for me. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. It went away. I would much rather sneeze than like it just be like stuck in my sinuses. Anyways, I'm reading 2 fun holiday books. So this is one, it says Happily Ever After is the perfect Christmas present. I saw people talking about this on Bookstagram and saying it was like really cute, so I wanted to read it. It says, this Christmas story just got remixed. Nick Winter's Christmas at home is going nothing like he planned. What was supposed to be a memorable holiday with his longtime girlfriend goes sour when he learns she cheated on him while he was overseas. At least Nick can rely on his usual shift at the family Christmas tree farm. with his best friend, Noelle Carter, and her endless supply of Christmas tunes to lift his spirits. A night of fun together is just what he needs to forget about his ex. But then they kiss, and it feels so right. If Noelle can turn Nick's blue Christmas merry and bright, this might be the last Christmas Nick spends with a broken heart. Look at all those Christmas puns. This year, they'll be rocking around the Christmas tree as a couple as long as Nick's ex doesn't go standing under the mistletoe. Cute. I don't know about you guys, but like I am obsessed with all the cheesy, like Hulu, Lifetime, Netflix Christmas movies. Like, let's be honest, they're all cheesy, right? And like they're all just so fun and so lighthearted. And I didn't read any lighthearted Christmas books last year. So I got this one, and then I got another one, which my book of the month box has not arrived yet. But I chose The Holiday Swap. And I will read this synopsis for you. Let me just have a sip of some coffee. If you're unfamiliar with Book of the Month, it is a book buying subscription. I will leave my referral link in the box below. But you get one book with your token. It's a $14.99 a month subscription, and you get to pick a book, but then you can choose another book for just $10, and they're always hardcovers. So the next book I'm going to be talking about that's not this one, I chose for $10, and I was like, are you kidding me? Like it's such a good deal. So I think the first month you join, your first box is like $5. So please go through my referral link if that sounds like something that interests you, because then I also get a free book. Okay, so the Holiday Swap says, all they want for Christmas is a different life. When Chef Charlie Goodwin gets hit on the head on the LA set of her reality baking show, she loses a lot more than consciousness. She also loses her ability to taste and smell, both critical to her success as a show judge. Meanwhile, Charlie's identical twin, Cass, is frantically trying to hold her own life together back in their quaint mountain hometown while running the family's bustling bakery and dealing with her ex, who won't get the memo that they're over. With only days until Christmas, a desperate Charlie asks Cass to do something they haven't done since they were kids: switch places. Looking for her own escape from reality, Cass agrees, but temporarily trading lives proves more complicated than they imagined, especially when rugged firefighter Jake Greenman and gorgeous physician's assistant, Miguel Rodriguez are thrown into the mix. Will the twins' identity swap be a recipe for disaster? Or does it all have the right ingredients for getting their lives back on track? So cute. I mean, are you kidding me? So cute. So those are my two Christmassy fun ones. The next two are thrillers. This is the one that I got for only $10 on Book of the Month. It retails for $28 US, so it saved $18 ordering from Book of the Month. This book is getting so much hype on Bookstagram. So like, I'm so excited that I chose it. People are saying it's the best thriller that they've read all year. So I'm like super pumped to get into it. This is gonna be my second book, I think, of December. So I'll just read this to you really quick, because I know a lot of people skipped November because they were not happy with the choices, but I'm so happy that I did pick it because everyone is saying really good things. Just how far will a grief-stricken mother go to right a tragic wrong? Camille Gardner is a grieving and angry mother who, 5 years after her daughter's death, is still obsessed with the privileged young man she believes to be responsible. When her rash actions draw the attention of a secret group of women, the Collective, Camille is drawn into a dark web where these mothers share their widely different stories of loss, as well as their desires for justice in a world where privilege denies accountability. Fueled by mutual rage, the Collective members devise and act out retribution fantasies via precise, anonymous, highly coordinated revenge killings. As Camille struggles to comprehend whether this is a role-playing exercise or terrifying reality, she must decide if these women are truly avenging angels or monsters. Becoming more deeply enmeshed in the group, Camille learns truths about the Collective and about herself that she may not survive. Sounds really, really good, honestly, and because it's getting so much hype, I'm really excited to read it. The last book that I plan on reading in the month of December is Grave Reservations by Cherry Priest. I'm pretty sure this is a mystery. I think that I made the mistake of calling it a thriller a couple minutes ago. But if you look in her sunglasses, she's looking at a karaoke bar and then a cop car with a dead body. But this is supposed to be like funny. I was gifted this by Atria Books. So thank you, Atria Books, if you're watching this. I'm super excited. Okay, I'm gonna read this because it sounds cute. Psychic visions guaranteed. Accuracy, not so much. Meet Lita Foley, devoted friend, struggling travel agent, and inconsistent psychic. When Lita, sole proprietor of Foley's far-fetched flights of fancy, holy cow, that alliteration, impulsively rebooks Seattle PD detective Grady Merritt's flight, her life changes in ways she could have never foretold. When his original plane blows up on the runway, Grady begins to suspect that Lita's special abilities could help him with a cold case he just can't crack. Despite her scattershot premonition, she agrees to join the investigation for a secret revision. Her fiancé's murder remains unsolved. Lita's psychic abilities couldn't help that sad case, but she's been honing her skills and drawing a crowd at her favorite bar's open mic nights, where she performs clairvoyant karaoke, singing whatever song comes to mind when she holds people's personal effects. It's so cute. Now joined by a ragtag group of bar patrons and pals alike, Lita and Grady set out to catch a killer and learn how the two cases that haunt them have more in common than they ever suspected. Wow, does that mean that they share the same killer? That is it, my friends. Those 5 books are what I hope to read in December. Sometimes I will like pick up an audiobook or something too. I mentioned this in my November wrap up, but I'm currently listening to my favorite self-help book of all time, which is Feeling Good, The New Mood Therapy by Dr. David Burns. It is free right now for Amazon Prime members, ebook version. This is a book that I was recommended over a decade ago, and it just helps with like anxiety and self-esteem and everything. Sorry, I'm assuming Amazon or UPS just rang the doorbell and our 5-month-old is sleeping and our dog was barking like crazy. This just helps with anxiety and like self-esteem. It's all about like cognitive distortions and recognizing those negative thinking patterns. This is a book that I constantly revisit, especially when my anxiety is spiked. Our 5.5-month-old son is going to a daycare in like a month because I'm heading back to work, and that's just giving me a lot of anxiety. Just trusting someone else with the care of our baby. So I'm revisiting this a lot via the audiobook actually, because like when I'm doing dishes or laundry or just like other household activities, I have this on and it's just better than me being in my own thoughts. So I'll link that below for you, along with all the other books. You should check it out, especially if you're in Amazon Prime and it's free. I mean, come on, that's amazing. And it's the best self-help book that I know of to date. So that's it. But sometimes I'll add on like another audiobook or something if I see that something is like super hyped up. But as always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, you guys.